5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org. This broadcast will start in 60 seconds. This broadcast will start in 45 seconds. This broadcast will start in 30 seconds. This broadcast will start in 15 seconds. This broadcast will start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Voice of Stockton. For more information on The Voice of Stockton, go to thevoiceofstockton.org. This broadcast will start in 60 seconds.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS The Voice of Stockton or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
This is KBCC 89.5 FM, Tracy, California.
Da 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 da, shabba da do da da da, shabba da dee da da da, shabba da dee da do da da da.
Hello, Chef Tobias Cooks here with the voice of San Joaquin. We are here today, Wednesday, Women in Business. Yes, we are so excited today. This is our second Women in Business discussion panel. All right, ladies, you're live. Let's give a hand clap. Yay! All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming to Women in Business here with the voice of San Joaquin, formerly known as the voice of Stockton. All right, we are here. You can visit us on our YouTube page, Facebook page. Also go on to our radio app as well. All right, so no further what? See, there's bloopers, live bloopers, right? Yes. All right, let's kick it off first. Ladies, introduce yourself. Ashley.
I'm Ashley. I am originally from Sacramento, but now in Stockton doing my work.
All right. Kelly.
I am Kiesha, and I'm the owner of Cali Braids in Stockton, California.
I'm Kristyn Wilson, and I'm the owner of Kristyn K. Wilson Insurance Services.
I'm Marthella McWilson. I'm a realtor locally here in Stockton and all across California, and I concentrate on real estate loans and credit repair.
I'm Areli, Baraza, and I concentrate on sales.
I'm Nesrin, Shabbar. I'm the owner of Waffles.
All right. Thank you for coming through. We are here, Women in Business, talking to women in local businesses. Thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited to have each and every last one of you here. And I'm also excited because each and every last one of you I have a relationship with. And I am so excited for us to get started with this conversation. Okay, so our first one is cultural leadership in the community, and what does that look like for women in business?
What does it look like for women in business with cultural leadership? First, you have to be really aware of the culture that you are not only representing, but also that you're creating. As a woman in business, you are the leader of that business that you're doing. So having the opportunity to be culturally aware and creating a new dynamic, a new norm, and awareness gives you a level of power and influence that can create change within the community. It's all about how you do it, what you do, how you market, how you brand, and then keeping that authenticity and transparency present. That's just off the top of my head.
That's a good off the top of your head.
That's there.
What do you have when it's not? All right. Does anyone else want to chime in with that?
I got a little. I think it's important that when we're women in business, like she said, like we're representing our culture and making it the norm because we've got our daughters watching, and that's so important. I've got 2 little girls, and I think that if we can create that's so normal, that was so taboo to us and our parents, that we've literally changed everything, and they will take the norm that we've given them and they will thrive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Create a new norm.
Yeah.
I think that if we like get together like we are now more often versus when we have events, it's just focused on mostly African Americans tends to show up, or the Hispanic group tends to show up. I think if we all come together and like have a social event with different diversities, then that would be great too for our children to see.
Definitely,
Yeah, I agree
definitely
with
seem
that.
more collective because it is like a set.
Right, it's like a set.
Yeah, like set over here, set over there, and be more collaborative with our efforts. And so that's why I'm glad that Chef always puts
All together.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
All together.
diversity.
This is great.
And that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. Fresh start.
Yes. So for me, when I thought about that culturally leadership in the communities, because Stockton is so diverse, San Joaquin is so diverse, and the Bay Area is so diverse, I noticed that the chambers have their own cultural as well. But the thing is that women overall is exploding in leadership, political, and in entrepreneurship. We're starting to see more and more women come together. So it's not when you talk about culturally, we have to talk about the whole spectrum of. We have to talk about the LBT. We have to talk about women, the breast cancer. We have to talk about different types of culturally. But overall, women in business alone has developed its own cultural itself.
Absolutely.
All right. So before we move on, anyone else want to chime into that? All right, then let's go on. Building up women around you, Nasir.
I encourage all women to have their own business and to stay positive, to stay strong, and never give up and be yourself. And when you are successful, basically you are believing in yourself and never give up. Stay always strong. Be surrounded with positive people and be away from negative people because they put you down. So never give up. Stay strong. Stay positive. Everything will be great.
But how do you stay positive? Because here's the thing, you don't need anyone negative. I mean, we do a pretty good job ourselves at doing that. But how do we stay positive? How, especially in business, how do we keep the positive for ourselves? How is that we can achieve it?
I can tell you the main thing that I do is I try to surround myself around positive people, right? Because you're always going to have those ups and down moments, and you want to have more positive people around you than negative. Because negative is there. This is just the world we live in. But if you have more to sound out those negative energies, then you'll be better off. And then sometimes you just have to take a break from people. And
exactly.
So if you see that this is not working, then break. I'm not saying you have to end the relationship, but sometimes you just need a break.
Exactly.
And when you take that break, move towards something that's positive and something that's going to edify you and something that's going to move you toward your goals. And as you see other women doing what they do, and it inspires me. And so I look at it as, okay, well, they can do it, I can do it. I won't do it the same way they do it because I'm my own personal person, but I try to encourage people to walk out their life the way they want to and live and be authentic. But you just have to be able to be positive first and block out those voices in your own head of what you can't do, things like that, and then surround yourself around people that are just like-minded.
I think you hit the nail on the head, which I think is not often gone into very deeply because everyone wants to be very surface, but it's about doing your work. In order for you to build up another woman or to even uphold a level of tenacity through the negativity is by going within yourself, getting to know who yourself is outside of your mind and your body, because your mind is not you. And so a lot of the times when we're working in business, we come up against doors being closed. We come up against different trials and tribulations that have come to kind of navigate and negatively impact. But that's the intention, to make us go within. And so when you're willing to go within yourself and say, wait a minute, I am so much more than my mind because I observe my thinking, therefore I can't be that. I am so much more than this body because if my soul left my body and my mind would cease to exist. So who is this soul that's keeping me breathing without my mind having anything to do with it?
Yes.
Then from there, you begin to really triumph within yourself, and you have a level of glow and grace and presence that when you automatically walk in the room, everybody's frequency is up. Now I know this from experience. That's what I'm known for because I do my work. So
and I was waiting for you to come through, so thank you.
This is what I love. I love women loving themselves because I know it's hard to do. Our lives, our childhood, our experiences make loving ourselves a little bit more challenging than the average bear. So when you come with it and you come with it clean and you come with it from a spirit of all I want to do is grow. I don't care what it looks like. Let me get out of this limitation. I want to be free. Exactly. Then you're going to do your work. And automatically you wake women up because you're like, baby, that's not you. That ain't your thought. Right. That's something else. That's some conditioning. Right. And then you and then you attract the right people. And a lot of that negativity will leave you as a result of what you are doing within you. As within, so without. So that's, oh my God, I love that. I love building women. It's amazing.
Yes, but I do have to say the one thing that I chose about women building up women, because in women in business, when I first started out with the bakery, I didn't have a lot of resources. I didn't have a lot of contact, and I didn't have a lot of women support. That didn't come until afterwards. And so I always wonder, like, we see the events, like Kiesha said, we see the events, and you know, we try to keep ourselves positive, and we try to do our affirmations, and we try to keep the negativity out, and we try to work on ourselves. But how do we now put that all together? What does that look like now for women in business coming together and building one another up?
I think that kind of looks like being able to empower other women. So if you're doing everything right and you still kind of like, you know, it's still hard, when you give somebody else, like you're in the position to give another woman you know, a paycheck, you're able to give them, you know, income, you're able to give them a stable, like, you know, support from your business. I think like that's the most, like the biggest empowerment that you can give another woman. Like Chef, she does an amazing job of like always making me feel some sort of way, you know, like I feel a little better about myself when I talk to her, and it's because she's put herself in a position to always be giving. And I think that a woman in business encouraging another woman would be allowing them to have it easier in your circle because they don't have it so much easier outside the world, you know. And I think that that's like really important when you're like thinking about like how can I empower other women, is like really just you can give them a platform, you can give them a job, and that's like one of the things that I strive to do when I'm thinking about like what I want to get to with my business.
Absolutely, and I believe give information. Sometimes we hoard information.
Oh,
And I think that's key, right? Because it's unfortunate that we live in a society where we just want to hold on to, okay, I don't want no one else to be better than me, so let me hold on to this information. And the information, the way that you distribute it with the way that you do your business is going to be different no matter what. So we can all go to the same class with the same information.
We all had to learn that.
You learned it the hard way, right?
I know, I'm guilty. I had to learn that.
Yeah, because in real estate, I mean, there's only so many deals I can do at any given time. I'm one person, right? And so with the information that you, if you're collectively giving out the information and receiving the information, then you're able to help more people in general. Even though you may not get paid for that particular thing, but I try to help people.
Help others.
Yeah, we have new agents in our office, and so I try to help as often as I can, because I do agree that and believe that what you sow, you will also reap. And so I always try to give, because even if it doesn't come back from that particular person, I know God is going to give it back to me in some way, form, or fashion.
And that's the hoarding is the issue, because hoarding is the belief in lack and limitation, as if the universe is not supplying everything you need, as its competition is real. It's not real. You have an entire plethora. And what's designed for you is designed for you. And so when you withhold, you're actually withholding from yourself. So you gotta be willing to give it out. Here, take it. What I got, you can have it. You can have it because it's of it. And not only that, it's you're giving to yourself. It's only one soul in the room, so you're only giving to yourself.
Well, I'll give it to you with my Wonder Woman outfit on. How about that?
Yes.
I mean, you know,
come with it, Chef.
Yeah, you know,
give it to me, baby.
I still got that warrior mentality. You know, I'm working on it. But Nasir, a great thing, because you're a business owner, restaurant owner in this industry. What about mentorship? How do you see that coming along in your line of work?
Well, it's been a tough road for me for the past 10 years, but I'm still making it. I'm happy. I'm happy where I am
Yes.
at this moment. It's not easy to be where I am at this time. You know, I've been through a hard time, tough time, but through all these years, I'm happy to make the place growing and make it more successful.
Yes. All right, moving right along. Keeping up with technology. I said I wasn't going to embarrass you. Okay, so side note. Say your name again.
Areli.
Listen, I have been knowing her for years. She has been one of my main supporters, and I have watched her grow into this beautiful young lady who is now an entrepreneur. So please give her some love. Please give her some love.
Thank you.
All right, so keeping up with technology.
I do basically, like, I believe that websites are dead. The consumers are buying completely different now, and so I help businesses.
Give it to them.
I help businesses basically take their brick road that they are at with their website, and I help them turn it into email subscriptions, get interactions with their customers. I help them build basically funnels that will help them get more sales if they have a tangible item that they can deliver to their customer. And I think that technology and women basically go hand in hand. Women are the superheroes of today and of the entire past. They not only birth all of us. You know, not only have we seen women basically evolve and be put in cages constantly over and over again, but technology is the same thing. And we live in California where technology is at the tip of our fingers all the time. Whether we are in the valley, we're in the Bay, we're in LA, we are constantly, like, you know, a state where we are constantly progressing and trying to do things better. And that's why I like that women in business go together, because like women, they're always so open-minded and willing to go after the new piece of technology and learn. So I basically provide, you know, a platform, and I teach you how to kind of like find the flaws in your online system, because consumers are constantly wanting to buy online. They don't want to go outside, they don't want to do any shopping, and we have millennials that run around and want to buy everything on Amazon and be delivered in 2 days. You know, so I think it's super important with business and technology to make sure that you are following somebody that is constantly experimenting with technology, so that if you see something that you think your business can thrive off of, you can go ahead and hit it on. You know, so I always recommend that you follow somebody who is, you know, experimenting with technology. I feel like I wrote some notes down. And, you know, so ads and different things. And I know you wanted to talk about technology too, so I won't take up too much time with technology.
Go ahead.
You the master, honey. Master.
Go right ahead.
That's you.
But please finish, because here's the thing. Women are, even though women are now getting into technology, and Silicon Valley has more and more women that are coming into technology, but the honesty of it is women, we are still behind in technology. We're behind in the digital marketing. We're even behind on the radio and podcasting. We are behind on a lot of this. And here's the thing. AI is coming. It's here.
It's here.
And it's coming full force.
Yeah.
And so even for me being a chef, when I had to rebuild myself and rebrand myself, I had to think, how can I now take what I know, the information I know about food, and use technology with it?
Yeah.
You know, because it's not just about me in the kitchen and cooking. Everyone cooks or everyone does it. But now how can I share that information about food by using technology? So every single thing that we have in our business, we should be using technology. And not just social media either.
Yeah.
Yes. Cali, did you want to speak on that?
I just think that if you have, like she said, all your systems and your funnels in place, that it will make it much easier for people like her, people like me in business, because I know I have my braiding salon. I have a website. Yeah, websites are dead,
Speaking to the mic.
but the clients are able to go online and book their own appointments versus me getting out an appointment book and writing it all in, because sometimes we tend to forget. And I also do have a subscription. So you subscribe to my website, you get 10% off your next hairstyle. So things like that, yes, is very easy. And also scheduling your posts. Like if you schedule your post out, if you're a chef or, you know, real estate, that makes your life so much easier as well.
I think what's interesting, I personally don't believe that websites are dead. I believe that how they're designed is everything. And as my best friend being the baddest web developer, period, in California, I'm privy to information that most people don't understand about what happens behind the scenes. What I do understand is if you use social media as your only platform for marketing, for branding, for gaining clientele, when we have incidents like Instagram or Facebook shutting down completely, so all this Instagram celebrity, you have nothing. So are you building your email list? Are you building your communication with your clients? There is nothing like a text message or a phone call to a client, no matter what. I'm just calling to check on you. You haven't been in to see me for a minute. Are you okay? It's about building relationships. So I never say depend on one. I say depend on self to have the manifestation ability to create those connectivities that are necessary to keep your business flourishing, and then definitely allowing your frequency to determine what's coming in at you as well. So,
and I always say guerrilla marketing. If you Marthella knows, I will walk up and down the street. I'll go by and visit Sear. I'll holler at Kristyn. I am known for dropping in and waving, hey, how you doing? You know, and hey, how's it going? And I will walk. Just the other day, I was walking down the street over on the north side, and I was waving at people that was waving at me because the people still want to see people.
That's right. Yes. You have to have a combination of all of them.
Everything.
You know, like it's because she's right. She'll go knocking on doors. When she was downtown, she was going to the businesses and passing out flyers. And same thing with real estate. You know, door knocking still works. You know, and it's just a matter of adding the technology to it because technology reaches more people at a faster pace, right? And so, I'm not techie, but I learned the things along the way. Like I need to implement that, and I was taught that if you don't know how to do it, pay someone to do it. I know my strong points and my weaknesses,
that's the gift right there.
So you definitely want to learn those things because if that person goes away, you still want to be able to hopefully pick up the pieces. But we want to learn everything as women in business. We definitely need to learn all avenues, the old and the new school, as we say. You know, like the guerrilla door knocking and face to face is nothing wrong with that. But time wise, technology helps us with that.
All right, Kiesha, give them your information one more time in the microphone.
My name is Kiesha, and I'm the owner of Cali Braids, located in Stockton.
All right, give me your information one more time.
My name is Areli, and I'm with the Business Evolutionist, and I help you create more sales online.
All right, Marthella, give them your information one more time.
Marthella McWilson. You can reach me at 209-430-7330. My website is www.realestatebymarthella.com.
All right, moving on. Next question. I didn't write it all the way down, but we'll figure it out. Women in business in a male-dominant space.
Kristyn.
Come on,
Kristyn.
Honestly, it's going to sound really...
Push it up.
I honestly don't even think about it. I really don't, because I'm not going to let the next person stop me from doing and achieving what I need to achieve. So I honestly don't even think about it. My industry is really male-dominated, extremely male-dominated. But I can do just as well as a job, if not better, than the next, because the part that makes me unique is the fact that I'm a woman. Because I'm going to have that compassion, I'm going to have, sorry men, but I'm going to have that compassion and I'm going to have that caring. And my entire business model is based off of, in fact, I think it's even in my slogan, is based off of people above policy. My entire thing is to make sure that I'm looking out for you. The bottom line is great and that's important, but I'm looking out for you. I want to make sure that you have what you need, that you're taken care of. So as far as when it comes to the men being dominated in business or in my industry, personally, I don't even think about it. I'm not worried about the next. I'm worried about what I got going on.
Yeah, but you do it so well. You rocking downtown, and you're like one of the few women owners that are actually down there across the street from the courtyard. And like you said, your space is so male dominated. So, do you ever get pushed back from any of the counterparts?
I do, but I don't let it stop me. I can't worry about the next. I have to constantly think about where my goal is and what my focus is. And if this is my goal and this is my focus, I'm not worried about Jim. I'm not worried about John. I'm not worried about Bob. This is my focus. This is my goal. I can't let nobody else stop me. So when it comes to my industry and it being, I don't worry about it. That sounds cocky, but
No.
It's a mandatory perspective if you're in a male-dominated field.
Say that one more time.
It is a mandatory perspective when you are in a male-dominated field. That's the only way you're gonna really make it.
Right.
Otherwise, you're gonna get constantly swept up and under. And for me, I recently had to step out of a male-dominated environment, just because my focus, this is not going to get me. If it doesn't get me to my ultimate dream or desire, I don't have the patience nor the time to deal with your ego. And when I see a male ego present, I said, oh, baby, you just need some love. Right. You were loved right. What happened?
I
I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm just saying,
We're
like,
going to a wedding soon, y'all.
I'm just, hell. I don't know about that one. It's a long way away. But just genuinely, like, when I see male and their ego in there and because, you know, a lot of times when a man is weak, and I mean this honestly, because I'm a black woman, so I'm about uplifting the black man to the highest. However, when a man is weak, a black man in particular is weak, as a woman I have two options. I can totally emasculate you, and with the same level of voice that I have to encourage and inspire that goes deep, I could definitely make you want to put a rope around your neck.
Yeah.
I understand that. So with that, I have two options. One, I can emasculate you. Two, I can elevate you. Or even the third one, I can remove myself completely and just leave you alone.
Yes.
9 out of 10, that's what I am doing because I'm so focused on what's going on in my dreams and my world. I don't have time to elevate you, especially if you're not my husband. That's the other thing. And if you're even working towards it, I'm done. But it's very interesting to be around men and watch the perspective. And then men gossip more than women.
Yeah.
They talk about us. We catty amongst ourselves. We'll talk about it and say it. But men have a very interesting way, and then painting us as the one.
As we're the one that.
Come on,
the only
masters,
ones
that's
that do that.
right. I done heard so many flip-flop stories. I'm like, wait a minute. But that was nothing but men.
You be like, really?
Yeah.
Marthella.
I'm actually agree with her as far as yes, real estate, of course. You have men dominating that field, but a lot more women are coming to the forefront, and we are definitely making our name known, you know. And so I do not concentrate like her on that. I try to focus on my piece, because what's for me is for me, and so I go forward with the people that are designed to work with me. And so I don't put too much energy in thinking about that. I concentrate on what Marthella can do for Marthella, but on top of that, what Marthella can do for the people that she's serving.
All right, Nesrin, we have anything, because you and I are in the same industry.
Yes.
And our industry is very male-dominated. Not only male-dominated, but it's white male-dominated as well.
Yes.
So we deal with 3 times of different
Harder.
types of pressure. Anything you want to add to that conversation?
I agree with Christina that we really have to focus on our goal and not worry about others, and stay again positive and just be ourselves and do our best, and we'll be there.
Yes. And just I'd like to also in the culinary field, I make sure that they call me chef.
you demand your respect.
No, I do. I introduce myself as chef. I don't care if I'm coming in to prep. I'm going to introduce myself as chef, because I need you to understand where I stand. Once you understand,
Just like a doctor.
Yeah,
needs to be called a
exactly.
doctor.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
I totally get that.
and I think that for some men, they think that's being cocky, or they think it's being arrogant or ego, whatever. And it's like, no, I'm letting you know that we're on the same. If not, I'm higher, but we're on the same playing field as well. And also that, I always ask them, who taught you how to cook? They always say my grandmother, and I'll be like, case closed. Yes, okay, all right. So Ashley, give me your information one more time.
Ashley Hampton, and you can get my love coaching services at ashleylynhampton@gmail.com or ashleylynhampton.com.
All right, Kristyn, give me your information one more time.
Kristyn Wilson, owner of Kristyn K. Wilson Insurance Services.
Nasir, give me your information one more time.
Nesrin Shabbar, owner of America Waffles, breakfast and lunch.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Waffles.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take our first break. We're coming back, and we're gonna hype this conversation up because everyone's been so professional and on their best behavior. We're gonna talk about taking your lemons and turning it into lemonade. Chef Tobias Cooks with the voice of Sam Joaquin will be back on part 2.